Welcome back to another video, everybody. I'm Picasso. Thanks for joining in. Today, as I've promised, here is the review for the UTech Venus Pro. Now, this is that unique mouse that has the 12 numpad on the side. I'm always searching for unique things to use on the daily, and I came across this, the Venus Pro, right from UTech Smart, and honestly I decided that I had to go and give it a try. And I will say that there is a bit of a learning curve, especially using all the 12 buttons with your thumb. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but I have to say that honestly I have not looked back. I do have quite a different range of mice that I use on different systems, different devices as well, phones, tablets, laptops, and of course PCs. So yeah, let's get into what I think about the UTech Smart Venus Pro. First off, I will go ahead and link the unboxing, the initial unboxing, down below for you to go and check that out and see exactly what comes in the box. I'm not going to go through that in this video. This is more or less my review of the Venus Pro. Okay, now I want to start off with what I don't like. And I'll be honest with you guys, there's nothing that I do not like with this mouse. I can't think of anything that I don't like, to be honest. You know, and actually, if there was one gripe that I would have to really be nitpicking about, it would be the design on the handle there. But even though when using the mouse, your palm literally covers it up, and it does also function as a source of light as well, right? But other than that, I really don't have anything that I don't like about this mouse. All right, let's get into what I like about it. And right off the bat, the first thing that I like about the Venus Pro is the weight. It has a beautiful weight to it. Now, I know as a gamer, you know, most gamers like that light profile. They like that their mouse is lightweight. They're easy to, you know, quickly do rapid moves in succession, one after the other, you know what I mean? But me personally, I prefer that heavy weight. And I gotta say, the weight on this thing is beautiful. It's definitely a lot heavier than your usual mice, especially the more modern gaming mice, you know, where they have like the honeycomb style, their cutouts and stuff like that. Very lightweight, but not the Venus Pro. The Venus Pro is very heavy. It's very heavy, and I love that. That's honestly the first thing I love. I believe in my unboxing, as soon as I took it out and held it, I was like, yeah, this thing has some weight to it, you know? This is fat. Next thing I like about it is the overall feel of the hand. When you place your hand on the Venus Pro, everything just falls right into place. You just feel comfortable. It instantly feels like it's just an extension of your hand. And I really like that. It's very comfortable. I like the actual design. The slope here with just a tiny little butt right there. You know, you kind of rest, it just rests right in the center of your palm. It's just very comfortable. And because of that slope, nothing is digging into your palm. Your palm just gently rests on it. And with that weight, when you hold on to the mouse, you just feel in control. I mean, like the way you are in control, it is, I can't even really explain it. But again, the main thing is that the mouse feels like a perfect extension of your hand. The design of it is perfect. You know, I like the indentation here for both of your fingers, your pointer and the middle finger, and then your ring finger just kind of sits on this little portion right here. It's just perfect. I just love that. It's very easy to just lift up the ring finger, scroll wheel, or pointer finger, scroll wheel, pointer finger, scroll wheel. We do have that programmable power button right here. I haven't programmed it or anything like that. I just kind of basically use it as is. The only thing I might do is go in there and change up the lights a little bit. And speaking of the lights, we're gonna go ahead. So here we have the on switch, the on and off switch right here. So you can flick it up, and now it is on, indicated by the lights on the DPIs. This is the indicator. So all the way max, That's full DPI. I believe that's the 16,000. It's just ridiculous. I might, it just came to my mind, I might actually try playing some games as a challenge to myself, maybe a YouTube video, but playing games with each of the different DPI settings. I prefer right here, which is about, I think, 400, if I'm not mistaken, but that's my sweet spot right there. And yeah, so that's the first option. Now, if we go right back to the center, then it's off once again, indicated by no lights. Clicking, nothing happens. And then we flick it downward now, and now we have enabled the RGB. So as I mentioned, the symbol right here, I could do without it, but it does showcase the RGB when you're not using it. And it does have a nice power saving mode as well. If you leave it idle for a little bit, a couple of seconds, it will actually turn off. So the lights will show for a while, and if you leave it, the lights will go off after a while. Let's take a look and see. Shouldn't be too long. There you go. So a great power saving mode there as well. Now on the side here, we have the 12 buttons. As you can see, the RGB lights are also shown through each button. So a very nice step. Of course, we have the changing colors here. We have breathing, we have static colors. I usually leave it like this. And or sometimes I change it to match the color of the office, because I have a lot of smart lights all over the office as well. And let's see here, for lights, we also have lights in the scroll wheel, as you can see right there, and also the front nose of the mouse as well. Okay, very cool. On the bottom here, we do have that profile switch. Again, I have not messed with any of that stuff because I didn't find any use for it. But of course, those features are here on the Venus Pro. And this is the housing for the dongle. The 12 buttons on the side. Now, these can be used for many different things. I know in MMO games, these would be very great because you literally have all of your commands right here at the press of your finger. You don't even have to do anything. You could literally probably play the whole game with this mouse alone, right? So getting used to the 12 buttons, I have to say that I'm very surprised that it wasn't hard. It really was not that hard for me to get used to using the 12 buttons. For example, in games like Valorant, Overwatch, Apex Legends, Rogue Company, all the games that I play, right? And even in some other apps and programs that I use that you're able to map certain functions to the buttons, it's very useful. It definitely comes in handy. And you know what? Other than the weight, I believe that my second favorite feature of the Venus Pro are the 12 buttons on the side. I'm definitely going to be picking up a couple more of this type of mice. I know there's some with just 6 buttons, there's some with 4, there's some with some other little things. I'm always looking for unique things, and I've, using just conventional mice all my life, until I actually bought this mouse. It changed the way how I do things. Now when I'm using a regular mouse on, say, my laptop or something like that, or my other PC, I'm fiddling trying to feel the other buttons, and when I realize it's just the standard 2 buttons, I'm just like a little let down, If I'm playing a game on those other ones, then I have to remap the buttons, because all the games I play right now are mapped where I'm using these buttons. So I'll give an example. For something like Apex Legends, where you basically have your tactical, which is, let's say caustic, because I'm a caustic main in Apex Legends. So in Apex Legends, I have it mapped, and now I'm going to try to see if I can remember off head. Number 1 would be my tactical, where I throw my gas canisters. Number 2 would be my ultimate ability, right, where I throw my gas bomb. And then number 3, I believe I have number 3 for small healables. Number 4 is for large healables. Number 5 is small shields. Number 6 is large shields. And number 7 is holster my weapon. Number 8, I believe, is, if I'm not mistaken, it might be to do an emote or something like that. And the list goes on. The possibilities are endless, where literally with my left hand, all I have to worry about is WASD, shift, and left control, while everything else is right here in the palm of my right hand. Right, I got my right click for my fire, got my left click for aiming, scroll wheel to switch weapons, and then I have all my other abilities and tactical and every single thing else, pinging enemies, bringing up the map, every single thing else right here. It does take a little bit of time to learn and remember which buttons are which, but I mean, as long as you can count, you will kind of get the hang of it. You'll get the feel of where your thumb rests, where to press, and to be honest, when I'm playing, if I'm doing something 1, 2, or 3, then I know immediately also because of the grooves, there's a little bit of grooves between. I'm gonna see if I can actually show you guys here. So as you can see, there's little grooves in between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in between 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, and 12. So you just kind of just get used to that feel and you know what to press, when to press. And I have to say, this mouse has literally changed the way I game. You know, it doesn't say anything to my, you know, to my natural skill, but it's just more convenient and, to be honest, a little bit more efficient having everything right here. It actually puts more of the focus on my right hand, which is also my dominant hand. So it just to know that everything that I need to control is right here. And of course, my left hand is very used to the WASD, a shift for crouch, left control for shift for sprint or slide, and left control for crouch, which you can also put all of that on these buttons as well. I could do something like for crouch, I could use 12, and for sprint or slide, I could use 11, and then I could switch it. Speaking of Apex Legends, I could switch it from holding that button to do those actions to just tap. So when I tap it, I just crouch. Basically, it's crouch lock, and then to uncrouch, I press it again. And to be honest, you would get so used to it. Honestly, it's not like you're gonna have to lift your thumb and go all the way like this, because I don't play like that, right? I use my muscles, because again, it becomes part of your memory muscle. So if I'm doing something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm using basically the top part of my thumb here. Anything 7, 8, 9 lower, I'm using the bottom part of my thumb. And you get so used to it that it becomes like second nature. And that's one of the things that I love about this mouse. It, like I said, has literally changed the way that I game. I really love this mouse. It's not the most expensive. The brand is not, you know, probably a high-end brand or anything like that. But man, the weight, the build quality, it is amazing. This is one awesome mouse, and UTech, you knocked it out of the park with the Venus Pro, no doubt. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick review of the UTech Venus Pro mouse. It's an amazing device, and if you are in the market for a new mouse and you want to just try something different, or you just want to try something different, I definitely highly recommend trying a mouse with the 12 buttons on the side. I recommend this specific mouse, UTech Smart Venus Pro. Right, it gets my seal of approval. It's awesome. Like I said, it changed the way that I game forever, and there's no going back. Of course, that doesn't mean that I'm going to not try different types of mice. I'm sure in the beginning you guys saw a specific mouse with some very odd features. Stay tuned. There's some challenges coming up with that one and future videos as well. But for now, this is gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Definitely helps out the channel, guys. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys have a 12-button mouse? Do you think you could use one? Do you think it's ridiculous? Do you think it's just a gimmick? I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. But until then, I hope you guys have a great day. As always, I'm Picasso. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.